The Amber Trust, Eleanor's story, teaching singing and introducing Braille music to a blind child.
Hello.
Hi,
Eleanor. Come on in. So, we are going to be just there.
Okay.
Shall we? Do you want to take a little step backwards? That's perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to sit just here in front of you. Now, shall we stretch up, nice and tall, wake our bodies up? Stretch up.
How do you find singing?
I really, really enjoy it, and I think it's really fun, and I do it everywhere in the house. I do it in the bathroom, I do it while I'm in the shower, in the bath, everywhere.
So, shall we get ourselves a little bit more warmed up today? Shall we go? Sing.
Today, Eleanor's going to have her regular singing lesson with Alice, and she's also going to be introduced to Braille music. She's once had a go at it, but now she's going to learn a bit more systematically about how to write down the notes. Eleanor has a brain tumour that's pressing on her optic nerves, and that's prevented the messages that her eye send to the back of the brain getting there. So she only has a tiny bit of vision
Hands
left.
have gone really not tight. Okay, so I want you to relax your hands for me. Keep them nice and relaxed, okay? Off we go.
Alice has a condition called Stargardt's, which is when her central vision isn't working anymore. So she can see out the sides of her eyes, but she can't see directly at music or people's faces.
Remember, our voice will change here. Now, it won't. Whilst mine and Eleanor's visual impairments are very different, it certainly gives me an understanding. I didn't have a visual impairment as a child, so I learnt differently, and now it's made me think about how I could help Eleanor to be able to experience music just the same as everybody else. Really, it's not a huge change to my normal lesson. Good. Good. Now we're going to have a little think about the pitch now. What does pitch mean, Eleanor?
New, but I've forgotten.
That's okay.
Yep.
We're thinking about how high or how
low.
Excellent. How high or how low the pitches are in this song, okay?
Yep.
Now, we're going to go to the wall for this, so it's a little bit away from you, so we can just keep going. And then I want you to think about whether it goes up or down, okay? You might want to start a little bit lower so that you don't have to reach too high, okay? I think you might do really well at this. Let's have a go. So, we'll start here. Try that.
Peas pudding hot.
Good girl. Have a listen to the next line.
Peas pudding cold.
Good girl. Have a listen to the next one.
What Alice is doing here is to help Eleanor understand the highs and the lows of music by moving her hand in space. And because Eleanor can't see her hand, she's helping her locate that in a concrete way by touching the wall.
Have a listen to the final line.
9 days old.
Fantastic. Really good job. Now, should we come back into this space over here? So I'll sing a line. Can you sing it back to me?
Yeah.
Once a man fell in a well.
Once a man fell in the well.
Good girl. Really, really nice. Now, can we use our arms like we did last week with that big painting motion? I want us to use lots of energy through that so that we keep our energy up all the way through the phrase. Off you go.
Once a man fell in the well.
So, let's try those again once more, Eleanor, if you don't mind. We can do that big motion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. If you can show us the big movement.
Eleanor's mum helps.
And we did the big hand.
You go all, so it's one big smooth motion.
It's really great having Eleanor's mum, Kelly, to help, because sometimes Eleanor can't see Alice and Alice can't necessarily see what Eleanor's doing. And it's lovely the way that Kelly just steps in and shows Eleanor what Alice means.
Like my arm's a big paintbrush almost.
Yes, I remember what you said it was last week. You said it was like a rainbow.
Yeah,
Do
painting
you remember?
a rainbow almost.
You're painting a big rainbow in the air, okay? So you can do that on every single phrase for me, okay? So nice and confidently. Off you go.
Once a man fell in the well. Splish, splash, splosh he sounded. If he had not fallen in, he would not have drowned it.
Good. There's so much to think about, isn't there? So much to think about. Shall we go on to the next song?
Next, it's time for the Braille lesson with Harry.
Okay, so we're going to look at pitch today,
Yep.
and the reason for that
Yep.
is because with Braille,
Yep.
the top 4 dots just give you the pitch,
Okay.
and the bottom 2
Yep.
are for the value, like semi-breve, quavers.
Okay.
So it gets a bit confusing if we try and do
Yeah.
both at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was a secondary school teacher for 16 years, teaching modern foreign languages, both Spanish and French up to A-level. So when I learned Braille music, I treated it like another language, and it's just so much repetition, but eventually it kind of gets stuck in your head.
This is the confusing thing. A C is written like a D, and it's because the French starts off with the do, and they go from there. Okay, so it's almost like it's always one letter higher.
One letter up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so in front of you, there's my little Braille version for you. So the first letter, it's a C, so the pitch C, so it's a C note. Go on, can you read out the next?
Quaver is D.
Yes, exactly. So the normal sign for a D is actually a C in music. Okay,
Right, okay.
so do you want to read the next one out?
D, quaver is E. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting the pattern.
And then E, quaver is F.
Good.
Okay. F, quaver is G.
Yeah.
G, quaver is H.
Okay, and what do you think the A is going to be before you read it?
B. No. Yeah.
What's after H?
I.
I. So A, go on.
Quaver is I.
Yeah, there we go.
B,
So-
quaver is J. Okay,
Okay.
this is where it changes a little
That's
bit.
it, yes. Okay, so it doesn't double back, it just carries on.
Well, I'm certainly no musician, but I think I knew how to go about learning it, because Braille is pattern recognition, I suppose, much like an alphabet. So once you start recognising the patterns, you kind of build up speed.
That's it. So we're just going to have a little practice here. And if you need to look back up to the Braille reference, you can do so, okay?
Okay, D is E.
One down, because this is in the music, okay? So we've got to go
Okay.
down.
So,
What comes before that?
oh, D,
See, this is where it's
C.
tricky. Yes, okay, so C,
E would be D,
D,
F would be E,
E,
G would be F,
good,
H would be G,
yeah,
I would be H, no,
not H,
A,
A, there we go,
J would be B,
good.
When I did a survey about sort of Braille music access, it was very clear that a lot of people didn't know where to start and didn't feel they had the skills. And it was clear that so many students were missing out on something which they were really passionate about. So the lesson plans stemmed from my own idiot's guide to explain it to myself, which anybody, even if they haven't got any experience of Braille music, can pick up and just work through systematically with a student, and they can both learn at the same time.
So we've just learned how to read C. Should we have a look at how that's going to look
Yep.
on there?
So how are you going to Braille a C?
B,
How are we going to
E.
do that one?
or
Don't
no,
be
D.
jumping. There we go.
D.
Yes. There we go, that's it.
Okay, so the next one is just one note up.
D,
D. So what
She's making huge progress in such a short space of time, and by breaking it down to this kind of level, students are able to feel they are successful, and it helps them engage that bit more.
And how many of those do you think there are? Have a listen.
3.
3, good.
So we need 2 more H's.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we've written the whole first line. We've got
Once a man fell in the well.
excellent. So then the next line would be
Yeah.
exactly the same. So you could do
Yeah.
the second line.
Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go, you've written 2 lines of it.
Yay!
What Braille music will give Eleanor is independence. It means she'll be an independent learner because she'll be able to get a Braille score and read it for herself rather than relying on someone else to do that. It'll be an emancipation for her.
So let's go from once a man.
Once a man fell in a well. Splish, splash, splosh, he sounded.
Fantastic. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
Let's keep going.